Well, I will tell you, I started in EDS as a secretary in 1978. So, yes, I'm old. I'm 73 years old and I still love what I'm doing. So, I'm still doing it. But I started as a secretary there in 1978. And I left 21 years later as a corporate officer of a Fortune 50 company. And so, when I think about that time, we grew from 350 million in revenue, 18.5 billion in revenue, 6 countries to 67. I mean, all kinds of, you know, extrapolations of big numbers, right? I mean, that's what I think about. And I will tell you, I never set out to be, a corporate officer. And yet I'm an avid learner and I pay attention and I take it all in and I connect dots. And I will tell you that other people saw things in me that I couldn't or didn't see in myself and gave me opportunities beyond compare because of the growth. When you're growing and changing in that regard, we need all hands on deck for everything all the time. So I had opportunities to do amazing things. And what I was able to do was go into a situation. I became a startup and kind of a turnaround specialist, if you will. I could go into a new situation and figure out what was wrong and figure out what needed to happen to get it fixed and back on the right track. And then when I got that done, I didn't get to rest on my laurels. They threw me into the next one.
Yeah.
Or I could see they could say, here's a problem we need to solve or an opportunity we want to optimize. And I could take a blank sheet of paper and create, what I thought would meet the need. And I also laughingly say I took things off my boss's to-do list. I didn't put things on my boss's to-do list. So I operated very independently and autonomously. And we measured performance based on, did you get things done? Did you keep the customers happy? Did you develop your people? Did you leave it better than you found it? And all of those things were things that I grew up on. And that is, in a nutshell, how I got from secretary to corporate officer.
So, for people who was around you and the way you look at yourself, what is the I want to call it the misconception that you would think that people have about you?
Well, it goes to unconscious biases, in my mind, and stereotypes. She's a woman, therefore she won't know about this, or she's a woman, therefore she's too emotional, or she's a woman, and I want her to be the people pleaser that I've come to appreciate, about women doing the stuff I don't want to do and all that kind of stuff. And so I think that the biggest misconception is I do know what's going on. I am smarter than you may realize. And I do play nice. I mean, I'm really great at developing relationships and I can do hard things, whether it's hard tasks, hard conversations, hard decisions. All of that I think is, there's always a surprise associated with that because we put women in little, categories and buckets and think that's the only place they can play. And I will tell you, this is a very personal, but I'm a big sports enthusiast. And so I love football and I can talk NFL football and college football with the best of them. And my husband has made bets and won bets based on my knowledge of what's going on. And